use our heads to debate and engage in an intellectual discourse.
Don't you,
so
Honorable,
simply walking out and in and out?
Honorable,
I don't think the
what do you make of this? Don't you think the walking out is a strategic way of sending a message as well?
To who?
To you, the government side, to the Ugandans out there? Because if you say, we'll sit here when the report is ready, it is a way of pushing whoever has the report to bring it.
No, but first of all, government was not delaying or denying to bring the report. When they raised it on the very day, the speaker said, but the leader of opposition, usually the practice that when you want to raise a matter, you come and see me in the office. Because if he had gone to the speaker and said, we want to raise this, then the speaker would have told the prime minister or the ministers, please prepare a report, these people want a report. But then he just rose on the floor and said, we want the minister to bring a report on this. When the minister had not been alerted, was not even in the house. So decency demands that you follow the rules in the house. But for you to say, let me raise it, in the case I know the minister here, then we walk out. So what have they achieved by walking out? Because I've been in that house for some years. The opposition has always walked out and come in. They walked out and said...
No, let us first handle this second walking out there. I will sum it with... yes. My other question will sum it up.
Yes.
So they walk out again over the issue of their missing persons.
No, I think now, this time, I've even lost count. The last time now they walked out was they want a video played showing how the Honorable Chaguranyi was handled.
That was at the first time. Now the second time was... They say that the Prime Minister said she knows where one of their missing persons is and why he was arrested.
Yes.
2020. Up to now, they say the guy has not been brought to court. So let the Prime Minister at least tell them where the man is or produce him to court. So until you give us that, we have gone. So...
That's why I say...
what do you make of that?
Because theatricals.
Actually, they even have recordings of the Prime Minister saying that she knew where the gentleman was.
Yeah, of course, when we're in Parliament, when we talk in the Parliament, everything is recorded. So they want to remain outside until when?
When the Prime Minister comes out to say that this man was arrested here and he's here, or when the man is presented to court.
You see, what I would say that our friends in the opposition don't have issues of substance to say to Ugandans. So they are merely clinging on this issue of missing people, people abducted and so forth.
Horrible. To you that is not of substance.
No. And it's becoming a tired song in my view. Because they have raised that issue on the floor of Parliament.
Yes.
We have had meetings with them. The last time when the Speaker tasked the government to bring a report, we met, we had the meetings with security. The Right Honourable Prime Minister came to give a report on the floor.
Yes.
The opposition objected that they don't want to listen to it and walked out. Yes.
No, they objected some of the information in the report.
No, but why don't you
But of course the report was adopted.
No, it was not even presented. Then they walked out, they said, no, we don't want, they objected, they don't want to listen to the report. But you are the ones who brought a petition here that the people went missing. And the government wants to report and account for those people, and they refused. They have been to Uganda Human Rights Commission. Let me read you a report, the most recent report from the Uganda Human Rights Commission. A conclusion, it's a wrong report, but a conclusion, just here, which says conclusion.
Yes.
Investigations have been conducted into all the 30 cases as reported the chairperson, Uganda Human Rights Commission, by NUP Secretary General, Mr. Lewis Rubongoya. Our findings make his complaint questionable. That's the Uganda Human Rights Commission. It is important to note that NUP has previously reported complaints to the Commission of alleged torture of its supporters. However, the said supporters have either not been cooperative by providing more evidence to corroborate the allegations, as with the case of Alexandros Marinos, allegedly raped by UPDF soldiers, who disappeared, and the Commission has lost contact with her, or have changed the narrative of the allegations to one that is very different from the one they reported the commission, as was the case of Eric Mwesigwa. Other torture victims torture in courts turned out to be victims of road accidents. You hear? NUP reports a torture case, but when the Rights Commission investigates, find this person got an accident, a motor accident, it had nothing to do with torture. This trend of incidents has led the Commission to question the credibility of the complainants and the complaints referred to it. Further, Mr. Rubongoya did not avail us national identity card numbers for a majority of the alleged missing people despite reminder. This made it difficult for us to establish whether those victims ever existed at all. This is a summary of Uganda Human Rights Commission. So that's why I've said Parliament was deliberately put near National Theatre. So some people want to use Parliament to play theatrics. Because the issue, just hold on,
okay.
The issue of a missing person is a very serious issue. Because it could be me who goes missing tomorrow,
Yes.
it could be you,
Yes.
it could be my child, your child. So we don't take it lightly, and we would want to advise Ugandans not to use this for politicking, cheap politicking. Because when you read through the report, some of the people who were reported missing, the Uganda Human Rights Commission found them at home doing their normal business. They say, but you are reported to be missing. So, no, I am here. So give us statement. They say, no, I'm going to first call NUP Secretariat to see whether we should talk to you. Now these are people they are bringing to Parliament that they are missing. I will give you a copy of the report. So there is a lot of katemba, if I can say.
Indeed, katemba. Honorable, let me give you why
for
I
us
really,
as government,
yes,
we take it as an extremely serious issue to say somebody is missing. And indeed the state carries that burden and responsibility of helping whoever reports that his dear one has gone missing. So let's not use this for politicking. If somebody goes missing, you should report to the authorities, provide as much information as possible, and the state is duty bound to trace for the whereabouts of that person.
Honorable.
But just using it for politicking,
Yes.
that one we object. We should not just...
Now, Honorable, where does this leave you as government? You had a report that actually confirmed that you had people in custody.
Yes.
Some of the names these guys claim
Yes.
are missing. One of them, the Prime Minister, is on record saying he was arrested from here and indeed security has him.
Yes.
Now, when the government again is coming out with a contradictory statement like
Where?
this one, that these people are actually, security does not have them, after government having a report. So you have two contradicting reports.
Which reports are you talking about?
There is a report where they walked out some time back,
Yes.
where over 30 people were confirmed that yes, security has them on the floor of Parliament.
Yes.
Now the Human Rights Commission saying these stories are not true.
For some of them. No, what they are saying...
who is telling the
Well,
right
the
thing?
issue is...
Who is telling a lie?
The issue is, there are those they have reported...
Is it the families, the NUP, or government?
No, it's largely the opposition. No, just using this issue. You see, first of all, whoever is arrested, they say he has been abducted, he has gone missing. And two, they want to link arrests to politics. I mean, if I commit a crime and I am arrested from here,
Yes.
you don't have to say government has arrested an NRM person. I should be responsible for my own actions as an individual. So some of the people they are complaining about are people who commit crime, and through the normal policing regime, they are arrested, taken into police, some are charged in the courts of law, but then for them they want to turn it that these are NUP members who have been abducted or they have gone missing, which is not correct. People are arrested not on the basis of their political beliefs,
Affiliations.
but on the basis of suspected crime having been committed.
But these people end up, Honorable, these people end up not being brought to court.
Who tells you?
You will hear stories of
No.
2 years. How many years?
No.
That's where these people end up terming these
For
as
some
abductions.
Now I think there are like 2 or 3 categories. There are those who have been arrested, charged in court. Either they are out on bail,
Yes.
or they were bonded by police, or they have been remanded. They're there. There are those, especially those where the details were not provided. Police and security are still investigating and finding out. I think one of the challenges has been, they just say Moses of Masaka went missing. Put yourself in the shoes of a police officer who is investigating. How would you investigate that? Moses of Masaka or James of Rubaga has gone missing. You have not even given us a second name. You have not given us his telephone number, the village where he lives, or a next of kin. So, such a cases. That's why it is more of politics than trying to help people who have lost their dear ones. That's why when you read the report of the Human Rights Commission,
yes,
you find the people alleged to have gone missing. When they contact the relatives, they say, we're not aware, we are hearing it from you. So there is a problem.
Okay, but now I want us to leave this issue on.
So, but our message is, we don't take issues of missing persons lightly because it's a grave matter. It is not true that whoever goes missing means he has been abducted or means he's a member of the opposition. Even somebody who is an NRM could go missing. And if your dear one has gone missing, you should report to the authorities, provide all the details, cooperate with the authorities for the state to help you trace this person. Because people can go missing for various reasons.
This is my last one on this issue.
Because of politics, yes.
As government, the NRM government,
yes.
As a matter of fact, there are people at court martial since 2021, 2020,
yes.
Election time. They are at court martial. There are others at different police stations arrested at around that time.
Not police stations. They can't keep in police since 2021 up to today. There is a stipulated time in the constitution how long you can be in a police cell.
Now,
so they either give you bond or they produce you
now,
bond.
There are such stories. I've seen families, some people who come to court martial and they cry there, I thought he would be brought today. They are brought others. My son is not there. We have the stories here that why don't you come to the point where you solve this for once and for all, something that is tainting our name as a country?
It is true in the judicial system there is a backlog.
Yes.
Whether you talk of court martial or even the civil courts, the courts that we use, they've that backlog because of human resource challenges and so forth and so forth. But also there is a sense of exaggeration because of our politics here. The opposition, you know, the opposition that we have is a disloyal opposition, which is bent on tarnishing the image of government at whatever cost.
Can't government fight this through doing things these people can't?
But we are not going to stop the state from arresting wrongdoers, criminals, or those who are suspected of committing crimes. Crimes. Because they are mixing issues of missing people and abductions and state torture with the ordinary policing work. Every country, anywhere, whether you go to America or Europe or where, there is a police, and the police has to be enabled to do its work.
Honorable, these guys are not complaining about people that are arraigned before court.
No, but I will give you this report. I have told you that the so-called missing people, some of them have been in the police and have either received bond or have been charged and are out on bail or have been remanded.
They are not complaining about those ones.
No, they are complaining about those ones.
They are complaining about these ones who have not appeared before court.
Read the report of the Human Rights Commission.
Okay.
Even the Committee of Parliament.
You're going to send me a copy.
I will give you a copy.
Okay.
Then there are those whom will say yes are missing, but largely because the complainants, i.e. the opposition, NUP in this case, has not provided details. The case I'm giving you, you just say Chris of Kanungu has gone missing. There are very many Chris's in Kanungu. You should say Chris Baryomunsi of Gweibare village in Mishenyi Parish, Kayungwe sub-county, maybe aged this, his telephone number is this, his next of kin is this. That one helps the investigators to trace. But if you just give a Christian name, and you mention a bigger community village.
But again, are we in a country
so they are doing it
where somebody can be eaten by monkeys?
No.
How can somebody disappear and can totally not be trusted in our country.
But who has disappeared? And
You see, you're saying some people cannot be found because it's only one name that is given to police.
Yes.
At least we
So
can know whether
either-
this person was killed by
No. How will you even know?
thieves.
What I hope, maybe I speak in the Ruchiga, which is Bakiriara. I am saying, these people, if you are genuine,
Yes.
and you know the person who has gone missing, then you should provide all the details
Detailed
which you
information.
can give. What the investigators are saying, that because this thing is shrouded in politics, people just say John of Kawempe has gone missing. And then you start putting pressure. You have not found John. But how many Johns are in Kawempe? And how big is Kawempe? Kawempe has millions of people, thousands of, or even up to 1 million. So there are many. So you should say John Mwesi Wa or John Mokasa of this village.
Margaret
Maybe-
Kawagweri of
absolutely.
Mukono.
It helps investigators to trace. That's why I'm saying it is more of why do we sympathize with the families who
Yes.
could have genuinely had their loved ones go missing for whatever reason, but there is also a lot of politicking in it, just bringing all these things for propaganda value to taint the image of government, and we are saying no, that and we cannot accept just to be blackmailed. If you think somebody has gone missing, and it could be an NRM person, it could be opposition, it could be anybody, provide all the details to police or any leader, and then the government, the state will assist you to trace that person.
Honorable, let
So
us-
let's leave our
Let us talk
partisan
about
pol-
ADF.
So let's leave the partisan politicking aside and all strive to help Ugandans, to help our people if anybody goes missing for whatever reason.